Okay, so I recently hit 500 subscribers and I want to quickly address that. Now, if you read the community tab, you'll know what I'm planning to do for the 500 subscribers. I'm gonna wait on it and see until later to see if I can get a better idea as to what people want. But yeah, just so that people can get the votes in. But at the end of the day, I want to use this as an opportunity because I feel that, as I say, I've spoken about subscribers before, I've spoken about it many times, I've spoken about YouTube quite a few times recently, and yeah, I've had a lot of things that have been negative that I've said about YouTube, and the truth about it and everything else. I want to talk about things that I'm thankful for, which is something that I don't feel that people talk about enough on this platform, because it is full of negativity, it's full of toxic positivity, it's full of all of that stuff. But if we take that away for a second and we look back at what this platform does and what this platform allows, then you can see the light. Because I wouldn't be doing this shit if YouTube wouldn't let me do this. I wouldn't be doing this shit if there wasn't a benefit to me doing this. Because, I don't make money from this. You know, I don't do, I don't really have, any real fame or anything like that of this. I do this because this is important to me. I do this because this is pretty much, in a way, it's me getting my voice out there so that it gets heard. It's so that people can, listen to me. It's so that I can get my voice out and so people can hear it. It's so that I can essentially create a replication of my inner thoughts in the form of a video. I want to essentially share my passions, but also I want to share my gaming life as much as I can with everybody, and I want people to be able to see a different perspective on video games through my content. And I want to celebrate the games I love. I want to call out all the bullshit in the industry if needed. I want to essentially explain the perspective of someone who grew up in, who was born in the 90s, grew up through the 2000s, saw the rise and fall of video games, and celebrate the greats, look back at the oldies, and yeah, talk about genres that I'm particularly into, like beat-em-ups and JRPGs and Musou games, and talking about some of the lesser known ones maybe, or talking about popular ones, or talking about anything that tickles my fancy. For the past few years, as I say, I've had this channel for quite a while, since 2008 or 7, or somewhere along those lines, and you've seen me at my worst if you looked at those old videos. And yeah, I've definitely come a long way from there, but obviously that wasn't when I was actually trying to make something of value on YouTube. Now I have tried to make something of value, and when I did, as I say, I managed to reach 500 subscribers as a result, which I think is a pretty respectable number. I want to bring up just how important 500 subscribers is and what it really means. A lot of people have taken time out of their life to watch my content and basically put their trust in me to actually watch my videos. And to actually have enough people to put their trust in you and their faith in you to press that subscribe button, which a lot of people say, it's just press the subscribe button, it's easy, you just press the subscribe, it costs you nothing, why don't you do it? No, subscribing to a channel is essentially you putting your trust and faith in that creator. It's not just a mere simple, just click it and you subscribe. No, it means something. When you subscribe to a channel, it does mean something. I only subscribe to channels that matter. I don't subscribe to channels that are a waste of time. But that's the thing. A lot of people, they may think differently, and that's their way, but the thing about it is that I know that there's a lot of people that actually decide to give me a chance and give me a shot. And to those people, I absolutely cannot stress it enough just how much gratitude I have for every single person that has watched me, left comments, liked the video, not that likes really affect anything, but it's, you know, or even dislikes to the video, you know, any form of engagement on the video, like, because at the end of the day, like, it showed that people were willing to take a chance on me for one reason or another. And as I say, that matters to me because that's very important and it means a lot to me because my goal on this platform was to get a niche group of people, a small following that would listen to me. And I feel like I've achieved that. You know, I've achieved that. But the thing about it is, my problem is not what I'm seeking to gain out of this platform. My problem is more about myself and what I can bring to this platform. Because that's my difficulty. That's what I'm struggling with right now. Not about struggling to gain more subscribers or anything like that. I mean, it would be nice. I really appreciate when people do stop by, and I hope that there's going to be people that continue to watch what I do. But the fact of the matter is that this is more about my mission, and that's what this is all about. And I want people to understand this. I'm trying to do something here that I personally am passionate about. And if you're going to tag along for the ride, then I appreciate that. But right now, as I say, the channel is in a bit of a mess. It is. And there's a reason why. It's because, well, there's a lot of changes that have been made. As I say, times have changed. You know, I started this channel seriously in 2016 when I was using it as part of Cynical Gaming Blog. Next year, on November 2nd, will be the 10th anniversary of Cynical Gaming Blog. So that I'm trying to really make sure that I can strike home as much as I can on this channel and on my blog next year, because I want to make sure that I can make a legacy that I can be proud of and not have any regrets. Obviously, regardless of whether people care or not, isn't really the thing. Like, if people do, that's great. If people don't, oh well, at least I tried. But the thing about it is that ultimately, a lot of this is going to take time, but at the same time, there's a lot that I need to do. I'm working on something that I personally don't really want to do, but I know that if I do it, it will make my life easier in the long run, and it will allow me to do something that I really want to do, that I can't wait to do. And this piece of content that I'm doing, you might not like this piece of content, and I understand that. I know that this content isn't for everyone, and I know the reality of this content. What I'm talking about is bringing Let's Plays back. I know. A lot of you are probably thinking, like, you're probably shaking your head and thinking, why? Why do something so stupid on a platform where people don't want to watch Let's Plays anymore? We've moved on past that. The thing about it is, here people, I understand if you don't want to watch these Let's Plays. I get it. Like, they've been done to death. You've seen it all before. I'm not going to be here to pretend and say that I'm going to be a revolutionary Let's Player, because that's not the case. The thing about it is that I'm doing these Let's Plays for two reasons. One, I want to at least have some form of video that I can use to maybe help people that need it. But two, I also want to use them as a means of basically getting footage for other content that I want to do. And also footage that other people can use, because I don't have an issue with people using my footage as long as people give me credit to some degree in their videos for using my footage. I don't give a damn. Just as I say, the thing about it is that I want to do this because I feel that it is important for me to do this. It is part of what I want to do. It's one of the checklists. And one of them I have enjoyed. The other one, well, I'm in the middle of it. I'm not enjoying it. And in case you're wondering, I'm talking about videos for next year in 2025. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on 2025 videos. 2025 right now, it's a bit half-baked, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what 2025 is going to look like, but I can safely say 2024, I'm gonna have some videos ready for 2024, for the rest of 2024, for sure, and I feel that the later sections of 2024 are going to have some really interesting videos that I can't wait for everyone to see. But after 2024, I'm really wanting to like focus on this for now, which may mean that there's a bit of a quality decrease. But I'm hoping that with this, it'll allow me to kickstart something greater and something bigger. That's what I'm hoping, so that I can at least like end off 2025 or at least start off 2026 with a bang, depending on how long it takes. It may even require me to, it might even be done in like 2027 for all I know. But ultimately, at the end of the day, that's my goal, and it's what I want to do with this platform. And it is tied to Cynical Gaming Blog, it's always tied to Cynical Gaming Blog. I know that I haven't really been focused on doing much in terms of like written content. I do have some reviews that are going to be up there though, which is going to be a Cynical Gaming Blog exclusive. I have a review on the 25th of September, and I also have a review sometime, I think in November. I forget, it might be October or November, one or the other. Either way, at the end of the day, I definitely hope that people are going to stick around for at least some of the good stuff that I'm going to be doing. And obviously, the Let's Plays, I hope people like aren't bothered by it. If people don't want to watch, I understand, but I would at least say, like, I hope that you at least stick around for when I finally do something that I've always wanted to do. But if you want to watch the Let's Plays, then absolutely be my guest. Like, don't feel pressurized to watch the whole thing. Don't feel pressurized to give me all the watch time in the world. That's not what matters to me. As long as you watch the video, and I say, like, if you leave a comment, that's what matters to me the most. Because it shows that you've shown up and you've been there and that you've given the damn. And yeah, like, as long as you've done that, then you've done all you really need to. You don't need to watch the whole video, and I have to state this so many times, you do not have to watch the whole video. You don't even need to leave a like. Just leaving a comment alone, a positive comment, it can matter so much more than any likes can. That's just a fact. Likes are not as important as, like, people make them out to be. What matters the most is comments, because that way it tells me what you think. It adds some discourse to to the topic I'm talking about, and makes things more interesting, and it's the thing I look forward to. So comments are always most important. Watch time is not as important to me as it is for other YouTubers. The only reason why YouTubers want watch time is because they want that ad revenue. They want to be able to get YouTube partnered, which requires watch time. At the end of the day, like, I'm not that bothered. I mean, I guess you could argue that having watch time pushes you through the algorithm, but you know, I'm releasing fucking Let's Plays, guys. The algorithm's gonna be fucked for me. I mean, I go from like doing a video ranking all the Final Fantasy games to doing a fucking video of me playing some shitty RPG Maker game and just bitching about it, to a game of me freaking playing like some random 3D beat 'em up, to fucking a game where I'm basically just counting sheep and talking about how the game is so fucking boring that I want to fucking drown myself to death. That's basically how crazy my channel is, and I'm trying to be spontaneous, because that's exactly what sort of energy I want, because I don't feel that there is many spontaneous channels out there, because everyone wants to play it safe for the algorithm. I hope that people don't get alienated by it, but I want people to be reassured that there's going to be something different on the channel, and I want something different. I want to be spontaneous, and I want people to at least have faith that I will bring something different and something interesting. Not everything may interest you, but I will say that there will be some things that will interest you, and that's why you want to stick around. But if you don't watch everything, if you don't support everything, then that's understandable. What matters though, as I say, is that you are around when it matters, you know? is that you're there when it matters to you, that you show up when it matters to you, and if it doesn't matter to you or whatever, it's fine, you know, go do something else with your life. But at the end of the day, once again, I've talked about this enough. I absolutely love the fact that I'm able to do this and make content and have everybody listen to it and listen to what I have to say, because it's a dream. You might not think it is nowadays, it's pretty common, but you know, back in the day, back in the 2000s, if you wanted to talk gaming, like, who could you really talk about like games to back then? I mean, like, if you wanted to do game reviews, like, you pretty much had to like go to like a magazine company and get a job with them, because there weren't any like outlets for like making game reviews back then, like at least not for me. Like, there weren't any outlets for me at the time. Maybe there were, but I wasn't aware of them, and like, I was young at the time, and you know, over time I found out more ways that I could create a platform, and YouTube was ultimately the best platform for me in the long run in terms of growth. But obviously my home is still on the WordPress, which is Cynical Gaming Blog, and yeah, it's been an ongoing thing. But the thing about YouTube is that because of YouTube, I've actually managed to attain a following, a tight following, and I've been able to be part of a community, and I've been able to do lots and lots of different types of videos and just have some fun with it. And I get like views, but also comments from people, and people that always stick around, always show up, and always show their support. Like, it's nothing like what it used to be when I was blogging on like other places like the Destructoid C blogs or anything like that, you know. Like, like the Destructoid C vlogs, I got engagement, yeah, but those people weren't really there for me. They showed up because obviously it was part of the deal, you know. But that's kind of it. It was just like, it was a group that was designed to bring about exposure, and like exposure for everyone. But the thing about it is, and there were some great guys, I'm not gonna say that, as I say, like, that I don't regret being on the Destructoid C blogs at all. But the Destructoid C blogs is no more. It's gone. I lost pretty much all of my articles on there. They're all gone. I tried, like, I did bring a lot of them back though. So they are back on Cynical Gaming Blog, but obviously I had to make adjustments for certain reasons. So they're not the same as they used to be, not that it matters. But at the end of the day, that outlet is gone. And as I say, like, it eventually came to a point where I was not getting the engagement from there that I wanted, and then I turned to YouTube and it turned everything around. I finally got what I wanted the whole time, and it was right here on YouTube that I finally managed to get what I wanted. Whereas on Destructoid, yeah, I got some engagement, yeah, I got some responses, but at the end of the day, and this is the truth, none of those people followed me to YouTube. None of those people actually stuck with me. You know? That's just the facts. Whereas now I have people that not only watch my YouTube videos, but there's people out there who actually read my blogs from YouTube, from the communities that I've met and been involved with. You know? You can't say the same, you can't say that about any other platform. You know? As I say, yes, I've basically talked about the truth about YouTube. I've been negative about YouTube. That needs to be said. The negative part of YouTube needs to be said. You have to bring it up, because I wanted to remind people that there is a dark side to this platform. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know. And of course, like, there's plenty of drama on this fucking platform. Believe me, there is a lot of drama. This platform can be very cutthroat. There's the people that will support you, and then there's the people that are out to get you. There's no middle ground on YouTube. But what I will say is that at the end of the day, it's still a platform nonetheless, and it's a platform that has allowed me to do what I do, and honestly I have no regrets, you know. It's definitely been worthwhile being here, just simply because it's definitely, it's been there when I needed it most. I mean, like, 2022 was a rough year for me, and I feel YouTube was like probably the highlight of that year for me, because I was going through some really annoying shit that year, and YouTube was keeping me going, it was keeping me focused, it was keeping my mind in check, and was like, it was good for my mental health, you know? That's the thing, like, it was keeping me mentally healthy and mentally sane, because I was keeping focused, and I was focusing on doing this thing that I'm really passionate about doing. When you're focused on things, you don't have time to be depressed, you don't have time to feel sad and gloomy all the time. Of course you do, of course you're going to feel that every now and again, and you are, but it keeps your mind away from that, and that's the beauty of being a content creator. But the problem is, sometimes the dark side of being a content creator can bring those like depressive tendencies back, and sometimes it can not be good for your mental health. So it is a bit of a dangerous thing sometimes, but sometimes it can be the best thing, and it's the thing that ultimately, you know, is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, it does keep you focused. And as long as you stay focused, then it's definitely going to do your brain a lot of good. But at the end of the day, like I say, 500 subscribers, thank you for 500 subscribers, everybody, because if it wasn't for the people that subscribed, it wouldn't be possible. So I really appreciate everyone who showed the support, and like I say, I am still going to do a ranking video, and the votes are there. If you haven't voted, go vote on the community poll. That way I can make sure that I make the video that the most people want to see. If I don't do the video that you want, then it's not the end of the world, you know. It's on the consideration list for another time maybe. So it's not like I'm completely never going to do a video again. I'm looking at you, Spencer, with your Aladdin, and it's like, I'm never doing an Aladdin map out now because nobody voted for it. No, I'm not going to do that. And like, if people like really wanted something, I mean, it might not be the thing that I do for the 1,000 subscriber special, but it may be the thing that I do later down the line. So just bear that in mind. Anyways, I've been prattling on a long time, so yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.